Good morning. Welcome to very festive, a little bit of voice. Let me move all this. Where am I? Please. Um, Festive Sunday morning coffee. So thanks for coming along. I've got my usual excuses for why I'm late this morning, which you can, I've still got a little bit of voice. And I've got wet hair, so I'll be doing that throughout the show, making sure it's nice and coiled. Um, my excuses this morning. Oh, there's me on double. Let's get me off the phone there. Don't want me again. Also, let me know it's actually working because that would suck if it was not. Hey, so I need more light here. Just need a better light system, don't I? But anyway, here we are. Here we are. Um, as I came downstairs, the delay this morning was that the guinea pigs had managed to open their cage. And they were stood by the door going, Annie, the door's open. Don't like it. Can you close the door again? I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I've had to reassemble the pig cage. Since I changed it up a bit, there's one of the clip bits is a bit loose, and I thought that'd be all right. But apparently not. They've managed. Oh, Dave, he's humping. Oh no. They'd managed to. I don't know if you can hear that. Wait. They'd managed to, yeah, not escape, just secure the means to escape, and then panic. Because oh, bless them. Oh, Lil said I showed them how. I bet that's what you were doing. I could hear you talking to them. That was it. I've got a whole bunch of news today. Also, I did the thing where I went, I'm going to jump in the shower, wash my hair, and all that stuff at 10 to 10. It will only take me 2 minutes. Also, I'm just going to lunge for the coffee over there. It may or may not have Baileys. Oh, there's a van. It's not for me, is it? Doesn't look like it. Gotcha. It's not very. There we are. Anyway. You'll wait patiently. Mug for the day is pigs because they're silly. They're so silly. Check them out. There are posties leaving like books out in the rain, so I'm just keeping my eye on that one. I may have quite a bit of Baileys in there. Let's rest that on my laptop where there'll be no disaster at all. Oh, I can see Sydney in the background as well. There's old Sydney Roundwood, guardian of the books. He's trusted up there to look after everyone, like a little security guard. Um, so I haven't been live for a while. As you can say, mention again. And then when I say it, you have to go, huh? Um, I've got no voice. Well, I had no voice. It's back. Yes, finally. It's the longest I've not had any voice. As I had zero voice. I really wanted to do a stream on Sunday because I thought, oh, that'd cheer me up, but nothing. Andy even tested it. He was going, how loud could it be if you had to scream for help? Okay. So me in the living room going, it's like interesting to know. Don't kill me, Andy, not at Christmas. Um, so I had zero voice for like the end of Friday to Wednesday or something. So I've only just got it back. So I'm being a bit softer on it. Um, so yeah, I realise it's just so. I know I'm not the only person to not have a voice ever, but everything requires a voice. You gotta take it for granted, don't you? So like the phone would ring, I'm like, bugger. The courier's trying to ring to deliver stuff, and I'm like, God, I'm just gesturing to everyone. Um, so yeah, I'm a bit croakily, but live, which is good. So I'll give you a coffee toast to that. After the show today, I am heading to town. I'm meeting up with Indelible Ink, Matt, and a few other people. Matt is the one who made the um, Pigponics terrain. He's made me a pig bunker and a few other bits and bobs, a sort of general post-apocalyptic terrainy bits. Some I might use for, especially the pig bunker I'll use for the game. The rest I will. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. The rest I will. I'll be using for like my photos, maybe a bit of The Walking Dead or something as well. Coffee. So I'm meeting up with him, and he's meeting up with some other people. So kind of made it into a little impromptu meet of some other wargamey folk. So that'll be quite nice. So hopefully I'll have a bit of voice for that. So that's what I'll be doing after these. What have I got on my list? So all these things. So I'll do the bad bit first, and we can go into the good. So I've not been great for a while. I think anyone who watches this regularly could quite easily track like the Annie moodometer. Um, I was thinking about this morning. It's probably been about 2 months I've not been myself. And I actually feel myself as of yesterday officially. I thought I woke up and I felt quite content, and I thought actually I'm back. Um, so I've been struggling with the old mental health stuffage, um, and that kind of culminated in a pretty grim mental episode last week. Where are we now? Yeah, last week, and some people had to come and get me. But as I was recovering from that, that was when the throat got me. So I was like, I'm feeling a bit bad, but now I can't talk. But no, I've been doing lots of looking after myself, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good at the moment. So a bit like dishevelled, but I'm actually feeling pretty happy. The vow of silence. I did feel like some sort of nun taking a vow of silence or something. Yeah, like it was a holy decision rather than horrific horrific throat action. There's a band name for you. It's doing the auto zoomy, but ignore that. I've not had the camera in here for a while. That's why you've got the wide shot in the old book zone that's just out of focus, or sometimes not. Who knows? Um, so basically everything's been really behind the last 2 months to some extent. Not been in a total down, but stuff's not been happening. And I can't remember if I said in the last one, yay, Game Master. Oh, I just realised my hand's a bit shaky, not from the Baileys. Oh, so just look at my little list of things. So yeah, everything has gone into a bit of a spiral, as I'd got into a bit of a spiral, and then I was like, oh man, everyone down. So things like the community cards weren't happening because I just sat staring at the text going, I can't do it. I had so many days of just sitting in the office. Then it'd be like 6, 7 and going, I better go home, and then just go into bed. So stuff's not been happening, which is really frustrating. And I was thinking about how I should not be as harsh on myself because I am a one person. I'm a lone person running a business which is bigger than one person should be running at this point. To be fair, a household and a life and a head, a very high maintenance brain, and managing all that's just really hard. Um, Yay, we got F for Freddy! Woo! Talking of things I haven't sorted, I need to sort some photos for them, but I will. I don't know if you were here just a bit earlier. I've been rather poorly, but I'm back now, and I've started sort of smashing through tasks, but also aware that Christmas is about to be here, so I'm sort of doing lots of loose end tyings. In fact, I'll write photos for F for Freddy there because that's something I can do. Photos. F for Freddy. Whoop. Yay, manglings! Manglings! Ah. Oh, I just don't know why I was trying to put a pen back in one thing. Never mind. Yay! Are you back in your home country, manglings? We got hey, yes, I've money more army. Drink more coffee. Yes, Jill says can't tell whether it's coffee or milk. Exactly. I am off to the pub afterwards. Da, da, da. Yay! I thought as much. I sent you a Christmas card, so you'll have a New Year's card, Mr. Mangle. Um, so where are we? Being mental. I'm not mental anymore. I'm always mental, but I'm actually back in my own brain. Woo! Which is very, very celebratory. Um, So yeah, so everything kind of got behind, all got into a big mess. I got into a big mess. But somehow I managed to at least keep the business going, which is a bonus. So this is a positive stream, don't worry. So the stuff, the day to day has been fine. The orders have gone out and all that. Anything sort of urgent. I somehow ran a Kickstarter. I don't know how that happened. I learned the GSPR regulations and all that sort of stuff. But lots of tasks just kind of became impossible. Um, and I was kind of just waiting for that day that I wake up and the brain switch has gone again and it just wasn't happening. And then I think sort of Thursday, maybe Wednesday, it went, I went, let's do it. So I've smashed through a bunch of stuff. I'm really, it's right here. Where is it? Oh, I moved it over. Oh, no, there, way. I'll show you the community mini cards. I'm a bit tied in by cables. Let me just put this in a safe place, not on the laptop. Um, one of the big things that I was brain stuck on was the community minis cards, um, and I just did it. I Saturday, I did it, but I thought I'm totally missed the deadline for the printers because the printers we use for those are really nice. They're pretty much next door to me, but they don't take. Sometimes they're not like the online mega companies where it's like, and here's your thing, and it's Christmas and they do a lot of large stuff. So I thought, I've missed that. So I said, I've probably missed it, but I'm going to get these to you today anyway. Um, and then they turned up at my door with them on Friday. It was the best. And they're so good. And I got to show them because they hadn't actually been in my office yet. So I got to show them all the bad Squiddo stuff. And one of the women working there is really into women in history. So she got some minis. I was like, yes, got another one. Got them. So the fact I got the cards typed out, designed, um, and Bray typed out, designed, and the printers and printed. And the other thing I was mega late on was getting the colour scheme to John, um, so that he could actually paint them. And he did keep saying, I could just paint them. Like, no, I need to double check because they're community minis. So they've probably come out like how he would have painted them anyway. But the bonus of them is that I get to colour in the artwork, the line artwork by Marty. So I just coloured it in till it looked about right. Obviously did a bunch of research as well, but I got that done. So John's on that, getting them hiccups, getting them painted. And lots of those like hanging over your jobs, including a mega trade order I had to get out as well. Because I've been waiting on packaging for the newer releases, but I got that smashed out, that arrived, all that stuff's like physically gone, which is a really good feeling. So I'm glad I pushed through that. Mum came on Thursday and Friday and helped with, had a bit of a restock come in. And did I get Oh yeah, I'll talk about that. And she did loads of blister packing, and that was really nice. So we got that. Lots of things have been finally happening, and it's like, yes, that reward. I'm just going to shimmy this way. I have got trousers on. There they are. I had to buy new pens for the had to get new pens for the cards because I couldn't find them. I think Mum nicked them. So that will mean when these are shipped in the new year that the community minis are up to date. Look at that. So there's the cards. And I don't think anyone who's not got them yet knows just how nice they are because they've got this coating on them and they're just really like, ooh, smooth. So there's like, you can see them all. So they've all got, so it's the first 100 from everyone. There's still cards left. So if you haven't got, you're like, you know what? That's what I want. Then you can order them and you get these cards. So that's your little reward for the being one of the first hundreds. And I handwrite the little number just there. Can't see it 'cause it's blurry, but so yeah, they're really cool. They're really good. So I'm well chuffed. So thank you to Print Co. For getting those to me. Because I use a lot of the print stuff. I use just faceless online people. But I'm really glad that I get to use these for that. The reason I don't use them for everything is because this is bad. That's not an advert because the online print people are cheaper, but that's how it is. So I'm always torn between the supporting smallies, but also being able to keep my business running. The downside. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I got a tip. I got a tip on another printer. I need to follow that. Um, with the packaging, because I don't order. You know, when you order a print, say it's off the top of my head £10 for 100, which is not anymore. It's like £20. Say it's £20 for 100. It'll then be like £22 for 10,000 or something like that. So when you're getting the standard packaging made, um, it's like it doesn't cost anything basically. But because I have the picture that's different for each one, they don't let you um, have different designs. It's all got to be the same design. So so it means that I'm already paying way more than I'd like to for the packaging for each mini. So that's the reason I go to the cheap guys. I don't know why I'm justifying it, but there we go. But I want to make sure that I do use these lovely folk as well. So I use them for the special things. And it means I can. I think I went over there and the first time, and they let me like touch all of the paper and go, "Ooh, which paper?" So I did hand select this paper as well. So there we are. So that means that they're ready to ship. So if you're desperate for them, I'm going to be writing them out tonight, all the cards, all the numbers. If you're desperate for them, just let me know and I can ship them tomorrow. Otherwise, it will be some point in the new year, some point first half of January, hopefully, because then I'll have the painted one from John as well, which is extra handy for the Olga because she has a little bit of assembly. So the picture will help with realizing what bird goes where. But I assembled one because I did think, oh, what? No, it's fine. But she's got like stumps in her hands that they fit onto, but you've just got to sort of trim the stump a little bit so it fits on, and then she's like pigeons, like a Spider-Man, but pigeons. I want to get that sweet coffee. Um, oh yeah, Mangling. I did invite Makari on along today, but he's very busy. But I said that if he did, he should bring. He brought this guy Makari. This guy Makari on Rising. He's made this horrific thing with an egg, and he said he asked for people to vote on what should be added to it. And I cannot say on this family-friendly show, but it's horrific and it's haunting me around the internet to the point that I now need to see it in person to somehow cleanse it. I don't know, cleanse it from my brain. So I said that he should bring it along, but it was hard to find people at the moment because everyone's doing family stuff or going back to family somewhere, and I'm just here alone. So I'm glad that there's people say meeting up after this at the pub, so that'll be nice. Mm-mm, that egg. I even went on I was on TikTok. I'll go on TikTok and avoid that goddamn egg genital creature. And I'm like, look at that cat, it's run into something. Look at it. And then I forgot that he's on TikTok as well. Um, so yeah, it's like do 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 do, and then it's got some horrible screaming noise and this rotating genital egg. I was like, it's everywhere. It's goddamn egg. That wasn't even on my list, so then I've got my pen out to cross it. Um, So I can cross out throat/sad. Yep. Um, cards made and delivered. Yes. I've got an interview in the new year for a new job, which I'll get, and then I will leave this place. No, I won't really. I've got an interview for a voluntary role at a library, which is quite exciting. Um, which will be not interfering with Bad Squiddo, hopefully. Hopefully give me a nice little boost. So that's in the new year. So that's kind of exciting. I get to learn the inner workings of libraries. That'd be nice. I'll tell you more about it if I get it. I'll never mention it again. They've gone, you are unsuitable for our library, even without paying you. I won't mention it again. Pigs are quiet. Have they gone back to sleep? They're surprisingly quiet because I haven't given them their vegetable yet either, but they're currently both munching in the corner on some hay. They had their MOTs, they had their nailies. Their nailies done last night, little nail clippy time. So hopefully they've forgotten about that because they pretend that I'm cutting all of their fingers off. Oh, little Jill for library tips. The inner secrets. Lovely coffee. So, what else has been good? So I've caught up with all those things. I apologise that they were so late, and I was starting to feel really bad about community minis. Like it's just dragging on again. Didn't want it to keep dragging on. I'm going to be thinking a lot over Christmas about the relaunch and how we're going to change it up. Like I said a couple episodes ago about um, to make it a bit more streamlined, because this is a lot of catch up. I think I said last time that it was actually a few people that funded the last few with their fivers a week, fivers a week, that'd be ace, 5 or 10 a month. So I'm gonna switch it around a bit, and I'm gonna make it easier. And I've nearly finished the survey, so I'll put that up over Christmas as well. David Hiscox, if you work in a library, that means you own all the books, right? Yep. It's all mine. Christmas. I can fulfill my dream of being a librarian without having to do any of the hard bits, just the nice bits. Hello, welcome to the library. We have books. The coffee is over there. So what else has happened in this dirge of stuff? Kickstarter's done. It's done. It funded. It was awesome. Oh yeah, we did do a live stream then. I've got the casts. But I need to check through them because I haven't had an actual look. They've arrived and gone on the side. And I did have a wild idea to get Pledge Manager before Christmas. Like, oh, what are you doing, Annie? It's not even supposed to be out till what, February or something. So gosh, gravel. This is going to be hard later on. So probably early January. If not, I may get. No, I won't. I'm not going to do the Pledge Manager over Christmas. So there. That's me stating now. No, Christmas, you're supposed to take some time off or do fun things with that, fun work things, not Pledge Managers. Although it won't take me too long, at least. So Pledge Manager in the new year, or late December. Because I've got the cast doesn't mean I need to do that. I need to have some time off. Yes. You witnessed it there. So they're there, which is cool. I'm doing a project with somebody that I can't brain. Doing a secret project with somebody else at the moment. A little bit like the Salute Mini, but for something else. It's not the Salute. I've had my Salute shot, so it's passed on now. But with this one, I get to keep it at the end. So we've been working on that in the background, which is really cool. And she's a lovely mini, and I'm excited to have that as a spontaneous release when we're able to next year. That'll be cool. As Tim says, yeah, Pledge Manager is not a fun Christmas activity, young lady. So in my Christmas break, I am allowed to do work, but the work I'm allowed to do is reading and researching and photographing minis in a diorama scenario, not for not for the website or anything, but for cool pictures. Because that's the work that I really like doing, but never seem to have enough time for. So I do get twitchy if I haven't worked in a little while. So it's fun. If it's me sat here with my lovely heated blankie reading about World War II, then I think that's definitely allowed. But sitting making Pledge Managers, definitely not. What was I thinking? The fool. So I've finally so all this news is kind of crammed because I've managed to get so much done in a little time, but also in a way that I've not burnt myself out. I've made sure I've come home at a decent time and all that sort of stuff. So I finished the Queen Emma book. That was ace. So I now know about Queen Emma, Canute, Athelred, half a Canute, best name ever. So she's cool. So she's one on my radar. I might slip her into the nominations for community minis. I'd go more into that if I had more voice and time, but it was a good book, and I didn't know much about Anglo-Saxon, so it's not just about Emma. It's about all the happenings and context of the time. Can't remember the name of the author, but I now know about Queen Emma, and I've been talking anyone I've spoke to, even history folk. I've said, "Do you know Queen Emma?" And they're all like, "No." Like she's so pivotal. She's there for like a really famous bit of history, but she's the wife. So it's an interesting one. Like, oh, I know about her now. That's cool. Jamie, if only there was a source for cool scenic backdrops for said dioramas. Mm. Um, who knew? So I actually have I have all of that's not on my list. That's a good tip off there. I've got all the new, brand new John Hodgson books in stock. I just need to check with John. He may even be listening now. I don't know if he's still listening with Finn the Wonder Dog. Um, but as soon as the Kickstarter is fulfilled, then I can sell them. Woo! But what I may do, because I am in work tomorrow, what I may do is put them up on the website and just put pre-order January, because then if he's not sure, or because you've got there's someone else doing a lot of the fulfillment, um, so just to be on the safe side, I might just put them up for pre-order and say January, which means you can buy them and means I won't be gazumping, is that a phrase? Gazumping the Kickstarter, because no one likes to back a Kickstarter and then see that someone's just bought it in a shop and got it beforehand. Um, so yeah, I'll do that actually. Yeah, I'll just put pre-order January because I'm not going to be shipping it in the meantime anyway. So you can get those. I've got the A3 and the A4. So that's already on my tasks for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to try and do a pretty full work day, but just get as much set up or tied up as possible before I do the holiday sort of holiday Annie. So what else we got? So yeah, so backdrops, yeah. If oh yeah, and that was the point for owner. There was a clause. Yeah, so I want to play with these backdrops because I haven't had a chance. They've arrived. I've scooped my one of everything off, and there's some really good designs on there. But I've just been running around going, I need something to keep the social media going. That backdrop. But I want to make now. I've got the A3s in all the different ones. They're much better for doing the largest, full depth dioramas with the proper camera. So so I want to do all that, and that's fun. That's what I do as a hobby. It just so happens that it's handy. It's handy because they're bad Squiddo minis, so I can use it for work. But that's something I do regardless because it's become quite a nice hobby of mine. Gary says, "Do you post your diorama pics somewhere? I need my web foo is weak, but I'd like to try and find them if I can." I should have somewhere specifically for that on the website. That'd be really good, isn't it? That's a good note. Let me write that down. Gallery on website. Um, Instagram's the best for imagey things because you can just search through the grid. And I put a lot more on Instagram than I used to, and I use the stories bit quite a lot as well. So you get a lot of things happening throughout the day put on there. So a lot of them are on Instagram. The downside to that is they're always square. Um, but yeah, I do need somewhere specifically just for them. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? So I'm going to look into how I can do that. That is a good suggestion. Thank you. Jez got Wham Hallowed. I quit. I refused to play Wham Halla because I like the song. So there. I was about to sing it there. I don't know if that counts for getting you expelled. So, um, but yes, he has been Wham Halla. Whamageddon. That's it. Whamageddon. Yeah. Do people outside of the UK know about Whamageddon? Hey, Dirk. Haven't seen you in a while. Good Merry Christmas. Hey, hey. Mm. We got Wham Hunter. Yay, try and hear it as many times as you can. Other bits of news. So we're on to World War Two. Oh, I'll go before I get into World War Two. We had our industry meet on Thursday, which I wouldn't have gone to, but because Mum was here and my friend Gail, we went out to just have like a Christmas drink and look around the market, as is tradition. So I kind of saved. I had a bit of crackly voice by then, so I've been talking very gently throughout the day. So that we went out for some drinks, and then it was the same night as the industry meetup. So we ended up heading over to there, and it was really nice. And there's a lovely picture out there. We had who did we have? Mammoth Minis, um, Epigram Games, Soul Muppet, bunch of War Cradle posse, including Parky, who I hadn't seen for ages. So that's really cool. What else do we have? Rain. Going round them in there. Was that them all? Quite a few war cradlers. Um, and it was just really nice. And I managed to get a couple of pints down. I tried. Oh yeah, Rob of Rob Grayson of what's it? New Wars of the Roses. All book. He was there as well. So yeah, it was really nice, and it didn't stay too long because of Paulie, but it was nice. And I feel a bit feel a bit emotional, but blessed to be in Nottingham and have all these people around that you can kind of vent at as well, because it's a lot of single people businesses, so it's a bit like a what's it? Um, brain, brain. Bit of a Christmas party, isn't it? A bit of a Christmas party of lone employment folk. So that's really nice. Adam says you think I should sing Barry White. Yeah. No, maybe if I go to the pub for like 2 beers, I'm allowed to stay. 2 beers. Um, and I'll probably end up singing Barry White because of all the painkillers. um, so it was really nice. So it was good to see lots of lovely industry folk, and I'll be seeing a few more this afternoon. So that's extra nice. It doesn't feel as lonely when there's all these other little ones around. Um, and then where is it? Where's the Megatron? Oh no, did I move it? No, there. I thought it was there. There it is. Oh yeah, I'm still working on my horse house for Tina's challenge. I only put a bit more rough colour on it, but soon I'm going to be doing maybe a bit this evening, a bit more work on it. But that's it now. It's just very blocked, so I need to redo the red. But then I think I'm going to get the house all painted up nicely, then do the red, and then do all of the drippy inks and stuff on it, so it's a horse house. I'm sure I'll use it for something. That glue gun with the glue gun with wireless glue gun. That's it. Is a game changer. Everyone should get one. Um, look, you can see. Look, I even put little slits underneath of it because you can just go boop boop boop. So I need to tidy up the little strandy bits on there as well before I do more on the horse bit. Horse house, how horse. So there's that guy. So there's that. Let me just move that. And I built this the other day because I thought, right, been going on about this. I think early this year I announced the a very stable home. That guy. Um, I announced I was doing World War II resistance, and then kind of went a bit quiet on it because it's a project that requires lots of research. And because I've been very busy and sad and all that, I haven't had the time. And then I keep getting distracted by other periods. So now it's officially World War II time. Nothing else apart from one. Because I usually get Alan to do something around Christmas that's just a one-off bit of fun. Just a one-off nice mini for him to work on when he gets a bit twitchy because he's like, oh, I've had too much enjoyment. I'll have to do some sculpting. Um, so I might do one-off for that. But that might be World War II. So I put together this. You know, I'm a fan of disc binding. Thank you, Ian at Fenris, who got me onto that. Could be bugging. And I'm amazed that although none of them are very organised and they're not in any order, just to horrify everyone, but I've transferred the start of the research into this little book. I bought flags, right? So there's the start. They've all just got their own little header page. I'm going to put the main resistance groups and key info on each of their little start bits. So I only got as far as whacking the stickers on. Got to remind myself that the Netherlands are Dutch because I do get confused with Dutch and Danish. So I have got some research already on there. So I had fun with flags. I did, and actually writing down all of these. It's like I've put it like a school project. To say because I've got notes that are all over the place, and now I can actually put them into some semblance of order. Um, and it's a nice, pretty book. So it's that's going to be where I'm filtering all that information because there's so much, and then I'm going to choose. I think I'm going to do like a wave one because I was going to do it all, but it's just too much. So I'm going to do a wave one, which I'll choose some countries, and then just keep doing these resistance projects because we've made it clear now that Kickstarter is the way to release things, and smaller is better. So they're not all going to be like 6-figure ones, as in 6 minis of a 6-figure Kickstarter. But smaller ones, and now I've got this nice little book which I can also whack in anything printed, because there's loads of empty pages in there, just padded it out. And I'm going to be fully into the World War II. I've got books, like all the research books for this project are right here. So and they've just been here, and I've just been in. Say that lack of executive function has been a massive issue. Let me just sip this. Finish it. But now we are on it. So I've been reading the White Rose pamphlets at the moment. Yeah, research scrapbooking. It's like some way of organising it all. So that's exciting, and that's nice and carry aroundable too. So I'm pleased with that. Last night we had Lost and Damned, woohoo! We had the second Bad Squiddo Film Club. The first was nearly 5 years ago, and I thought let's do it again. It was something I wanted to do regularly and just never got round to. This is a website called Teleparty, and if you've got Netflix, you sign up to Teleparty, and then you get, it's a bit of an arse. So I was impressed anyone turned up last night. Yeah, it was a wicked film. I'll get into it in a sec. Um, but yeah, it was a last minute sort of thing because I thought, well, I want to watch it, and it's probably of use, interest to Bad Squiddo people. The last time we did it was the Churchill film. So you sign into Teleparty. Once you've done it once, it's easy, but it's trying to explain it to people. So you sign up for Teleparty. You click the link, which takes you to Netflix. So you got to have a Netflix account, and you can use it for other things like Disney Plus and all that. Click the link, and then you just got to click the little Teleparty logo, and you're in. And it means we all watch it at the same time, and there's a little chat like this. So we had a really nice time last night. And it means if anyone needs a wee or anything, if I pause it, it pauses it for everyone. So we're all in sync, so there's no one that's a bit ahead or anything like that. And you've got your little chat roomy bit there, and it was a really nice evening. I even took some notes, took notes while it was on. One of the quotes I liked is she said to them, "You've got the burden to be better," which is something I resonate with. So 6888 is about the all black women regiments of American Army, the Women's Army Corps, that came to the UK to sort the post. And I looked at this because I almost made them when I was doing the UK Homefront stuff. But if we'd got further on the Kickstarter, we would have unlocked them. But what was it, Brain? So I'd already looked into them. So the fact the film had been made about it, I was like, oh, amazing. So I looked up. So it's straight to Netflix, though they did have some showings in London because I looked at going and went, oh, that's London. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, there. They're going to be worse today. Brain just keeps floating away into the ether. Yeah, so it's about these women that come to sort the post, and obviously because I specialise in the all women in history, they're fighting the fact that they're women and black, so they've got those two things going against them. As you can imagine, everyone's sort of treating them like crap, so they're going against the odds. Which I found extra interesting when I was researching the West Indies people who came over for the ATS. That you've got to work so much harder to prove yourself to some people that hate you whilst you're helping them, and it's such a feat to do that. So it really goes into that. So there was a lot of like fair play. They were up against a lot, and it was yeah, it's that like if you not lose, you might. I'm trying to be polite. Lose your stuff at them. When someone's been winding you up, you lose. So because you've got so much to fight, so they're having to sort of bite their tongue to death a lot because as soon as they retaliate, it's over for them. So it was really interesting. I'd looked it up beforehand and I saw that it got really bad reviews, so it was just really boring, long rubbish. And I don't know why I listened to that because I should know that it's just people that don't like that there's a whole World War II film about black women. Because it was great. Because I thought, oh, well, if it's a bit rubbish, I should still get some sort of research out of it. And I did the thing of starting to look up stuff whilst watching it. Um, and I need to look up some more today actually because it was really good. A lot of it is true. I didn't realise even so I won't spoil it if everyone's seen it because there's the I haven't got that. That one's at the office. This is the hats one. The yoga one is the at the office. Spread out the pig mugs. Mm. Also, hello Katie, Merry Christmas. Um, what was I gonna say? I'm gonna move this leg. There we go. Move that leg. Um, yeah, it probably was the agenda comments to be fair. Which is a shame because it means that a film like that might not get as much, viewing as you'd hope because of people going, "Oh, it's rubbish," and then the ratings go down. It was a good film. One of them said, "Oh, it focused too much on the romantic relationships," and I thought, "Ugh." Before I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I don't want that. I just want to see what they're doing." But that ties in with the whole point of what they're doing, so it's totally relevant. Because it's about how people just it's a whole morale boost because people aren't getting their mail. They don't know if their loved ones are alive, if they're dead, if they even care about them anymore. Like, because you always think, oh no, what if they've moved on and they've got a new husband or wife or whatever now and they hate me? Not having any news when you're across the world from your loved ones, it's obviously rubbish. So it's following a bit of a story like that as well. And yeah, I definitely recommend watching it. The actors are really good. There's quite a few cameos where you're like, hang on, isn't that such and such? Um, and yeah, I liked it. So it's called The Six Triple Eight, and it's on Netflix. It only came on Friday, so definitely worth seeing. Finally, a film that's come out and free as long as you've got the subscription. Prime is so bad. It's like, oh, here's a film, you'll have to pay for it. I'm like, but I already paid. What? Um, Streaming services. How dare they? So yeah, and I'm a bit inspired by that film. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, Anything else of note to point out? What have I got on my little notes there? No. So I don't want to spoil the plot of it, but it is correct. There's obviously a few bits judged up, but I thought like the romantic plot was because that's the sort of thing people make up to make something a bit more interesting, but that was all real. So that was really cool. So highly recommend it. Thanks everyone who came to it and had the little chat as we went along. It was nice. Um, yeah, Jill said made the mistake reading some comments about War of the Roaring before seeing it, and I swear they saw a different movie from me. Yeah, absolutely. Um, so yeah, highly recommend. And I might try another. I'll find something else. Maybe even a YouTube because you could probably do that or set up. Because I was trying to think of other ways because like to just set up a group chat or something. Because then you can do it from your phone and it's a lot better. Um, so I think you can set up like a group on Baggy's Cave of like film club or something. Um, we can watch stuff on like on YouTube because there's loads of documentaries. So if anyone wants to watch documentaries together or something like that, and I'll just put more notice for it. But let me know if you are game for that sort of thing because it's just a bit of a incentive, and the fact I had to stay awake was good. So I was sat upright because I'm one of those annoying people that fall asleep during the film and then go, "What? I'm not asleep." Right, you've just been no, I'm not asleep. I've been watching it. What's just happened? I don't know. So it meant that I sat upright and I stayed awake and was not sleepy, even with my heated blanket on. So that's a good sign. So yeah, go watch that. It's good. Um, on that news, I've been watching a bunch of Janina Ramirez because she's like the coolest ever. Um, and I had a good lecture lecture from her on Friday at the British Library. I wasn't there because I was poorly and also poor because it's now costs £1 million to get to London. But I watched it on £6.50. You can watch it online. So I paid my £6.50 and watched it streaming on there, and it was ace. And I also probably shouldn't admit I snuck into the the school's talk as well, because she did a separate talk that day on similar but different. So I managed to sneak into that as well. That's a tiny one. I don't want them tightening up, but sneaking in. It was really good, and I thought, because they had loads of questions from the kids, and I thought, if I had someone like her when I was at school, it would have just changed everything. Because you've just been like, this is so cool. I want to be cool like her and learn history. And just makes it so accessible, and just even like the boys asking really good questions as well. I was like, this is good, this is positive. And I'm gonna watch some more of her talks because she's awesome. I need to find her in person. I need to find her. So I've put my foot on it, that's why it's wobbling. Mm-mm. So that's been really cool. Before I died, oh yeah, I had a stack of books, but I posted them online. I met up with Tim, and we went around buying books, both of us, not just me. Just as I was declining throughout last Friday, so he saw the live action of me going, I feel a bit not right. Um, so we got some cool books. They're all over there though, and I'm not standing up again. But I got some wicked books. Trust me. I got some wicked ones. Look at them there. And we went around the Museum of Curiosities in Nottingham, which I also recommend. It's in town. I didn't even know it was there. It's in town. It's got loads of skulls and mummified things and haunted dolls. So I was like, hang on, I did get my bad throat after that. So if I've been haunted by a doll, I think I am. But it's probably leaving now. So at least I've had my run of haunting. Thank you, little Jimmy the doll. Um, so yeah, there's loads of skulls and bits and skulls, bits, haunted things, death masks, curiosities, freaky taxidermy, and all that. So if you're in Nottingham and are bored of just doing Warhammer World, go check out the Museum of Curiosities. That's insane, isn't it? This is episode 424. How have I done 400? God, that means I've done this for years. 424 episodes of this. That's ace. I like that. That's cool. And you're still here. No one's gone, why are we watching this? She's just rambling on about crap. Um, on rambling about crap, we discussed that horrific Beastman, and I got sent one by Alec, so it's here. I'm not going to put it too close to the screen because it's very rude. She said, you need to see it. Okay, you can't quite see, but he's got a very rude hat. And I'm going to be painting that up. 242. Oh, 242. I was like, bloody hell, 424. But still, 242. Yeah, that's a lot. Almost 5 years. Whoa. Yeah, did I start? Was it lockdown I started this in? I think it was, because I remember having my Danny DeVito, the Danny DeVito cut out. So yeah, he's arrived. He might get painted this. So next week is hopefully my actual time off. And I want, other than Monday, possibly Tuesday, depends how it goes. But I'm going to get as many loose ends as possible, and then aim for next week just to not stress about things, enjoy myself, do some of the things that make me happy, like painting minis, going for some walks, photographing minis, researching World War II, yes. And not, sat on spreadsheets or whatever. It's not the less fun elements. I thought it was a man, but it was a crow. It was a crow. So, I think that's it all for this ramble. I'm going to have to breathe before I go and explore the realms of getting all this new terrain. I've got to go collect and see if I can get it home sniffling. So thanks for coming along. Thanks as always. Oh god, dark now. I was going to face that way, and I've got like a nicer thing going on. The face of shadows. Um, Look, it's nearly dried. You got to see the hair drying in real time. Look at that. Woo-hoo. Um, yeah, just thanks for understanding everything and making me comfortable that I can talk about stuff like the mental health's all been terrible and I've had an episode and all this sort of stuff. It's nice to be able to say that rather than have to have it as a bit of a secret. Um, and yeah, as I'm a human, it turns out. I am immortal. A mortal, not definitely not immortal. I wish I was, because then I could read all of the books. But yeah, wobbling that there. So yeah, thank you. Yay, Sass is in here. Yay, thank you. This will be yeah. So I'll probably do a stream next Sunday. Um, Jill says it feels like having a wee group of pals having a nap. It is. That's why I really like it. So again, thanks for coming along. Hope you have excellent Christmases. If you hate Christmas or you have sad Christmases, then may you have a Christmas that happens and then is gone, and then and no pressure on anyone to have a great Christmas. But may the Christmas be over for you if you're not a fan of it. Um, but look after yourselves, all of you, and I'll see you probably next Sunday. Maybe I'll take next Sunday off as well, but we'll see. I might need some more talking to do, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you. Okay. I go see. So yeah, Jez says like Sunday morning, you lovely weirdos. I'm off to see some more lovely weirdos now. So Merry Christmas. Hey, Ben's. Oh, look at my lurkers in there. I see all your lurkers. Thank you very much. Oh yeah. In the description of the show is a link to the Amazon wishlist. If you if you like, you know what? I want to buy any book. There's some books down there. If you want to, you don't have to. I'm such a cheeky bastard. Because I clearly don't have enough books. So this is like not it all. It's all over there. It's cool. Look at that. Um, yeah, if you wanted to, if you were like, you know what, that woman deserves another book. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Gotta go. Bye.